Hello, I'm Muamala and you're watching English News Bulletin. First news and headlines. The government today cleared approximately 26,000 crore worth new production-linked incentive scheme for the auto sector to boost the production of electric vehicles and hydrogen fuel vehicles. Lieutenant General Gurmeet Singh was sworn in on Wednesday as the new governor of Uttarakhand. The oath of office was administered to Singh by the Chief Justice of the Uttarakhand High Court Justice R.S. Chauhan at a simple function held at the Raj Bhawan. Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi Vadra today attacked Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath over the issue of crimes against women in the state and alleged that he was the champion of anti-woman mindset. The Gujarat cabinet expansion has been delayed by a day. Exercise could take place on Thursday, sources told on Wednesday. The government today cleared approximately rupees 26,000 crore worth new production-linked incentive scheme for the auto sector to boost the production of electric vehicles and hydrogen fuel vehicles. The PLI scheme will generate as many as 7.5 lakh jobs for the auto sector. As per government estimates, last year the government had announced the scheme for the automobile and auto component sector with an outlay of rupees 57,043 crore for a period of 5 years. The auto component segments that are covered under the PLI scheme include electronic power steering system, automatic transmission assembly, sensors, soundproofs, supercapacitor, adaptive front lighting, tire pressure monitoring system, automatic braking, tire pressure monitoring system and collision warning system. The PLI scheme for the auto sector is part of the overall production-linked incentives announced for 13 sectors in the budget 2021-22 with an outlay of rupees 1.97 lakh crore. Lieutenant General Gurmeet Singh has sworn in as the new governor of Uttarakhand today. The oath of office was administered to Singh by the Chief Justice of the Uttarakhand High Court Justice R.S. Chauhan at a simple function held at the Raj Bhawan here. Singh, who retired as Deputy Chief of the Indian Army, is a highly decorated former Army officer. The function was attended by Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami, his cabinet colleagues and a number of senior government officials, including Chief Secretary S.S. Sandhu and DGP Ashok Kumar. Lieutenant General Singh succeeds baby Rani Maurya, who resigned 3 years before completing her tenure.
लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल गुरमीत सिंह सेवानिवृत्त ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं कि मैं श्रद्धापूर्वक उत्तराखंड के राज्यपाल के पद का कार्यपालन करूंगा तथा अपनी पूरी योग्यता से संविधान और विधि का परिरक्षण, संरक्षण और प्रतिरक्षण करूंगा।
ये मेरे लिए एक गौरव का विषय है कि मुझे देवभूमि और वीरों की भूमि उत्तराखंड की सेवा करने का अवसर मिला है। प्रदेश एक समृद्ध सांस्कृतिक और ऐतिहासिक विरासत रही है हमारे प्रदेश की। सैन्य परिवारों की बहुलता है। हर एक घर से सैनिक है। ये मेरी सेना की एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली है। ईश्वर के आशीर्वाद से पहले मैं देश का सिपाही बनकर देश की सेवा कर रहा था और अब वीर सिपाहियों की वो भूमि जिन्होंने उनको जन्म दिया, उनके साथ रहकर उनके परिवारों की सेवा कर सकूंगा।
The Gujarat cabinet expansion has been delayed by a day. Exercise could take place on Thursday, sources told on Wednesday.
According to the details available with India TV, all 22 ministers of the Vijay Rupani government, including Deputy CM Nitin Patel, will be dropped. New Gujarat Chief Minister and first-term MLA Bhupendra Patel was sworn in on Monday, 2 days after Vijay Rupani's surprise exit from the post, a year ahead of the assembly polls. Patel, unanimously elected BJP Legislative Party leader on Sunday, was sworn in as the state's 17th Chief Minister by Governor Acharya Devvrat at a simple ceremony at Raj Bhavan. On Tuesday, a BJP leader said the swearing in of more ministers is likely in the next 2 days, as only Patel was sworn in on Monday. Discussions are going on and the swearing in will take place either Wednesday or Thursday. Gujarat BJP spokesperson Yamal Vyas had said on Tuesday, as per the procedure, the names of ministers will be declared when they take the oath. He said some ministerial berth aspirants met state BJP chief C.R. Patil on Tuesday, party sources said. There is speculation in state BJP circles on whether Nitin Patel, Deputy Chief Minister in the Rupani-led ministry, is retained in the new cabinet. Party sources have said efforts will be made to accommodate senior leaders in the cabinet as far as possible.
An overall of 736 Afghans were recorded for new registration from August 1 to September 11, the UNHCR explained below, including that it is scaling up its capacity to fulfill rising requests from registration and assistance of Afghans in India. Refugee Company stated it is in continual dialogue with the authorities on issues pertaining to Afghan nationals, which include issuance and extensions of visa, help and answers. In accordance to the details, the complete amount of persons of issue to UNHCR in India stands at 43,157. Amid them, 15,559 refugees and asylum seekers are from Afghanistan. Among the individuals who have approached the UNHCR are Afghan people who have newly arrived in 2021. Those in search of reopening of formerly shut asylum circumstances, learners, businessmen or persons on medical or other styles of visa who are unable to go back again due to the latest circumstance in Afghanistan. UNHCR is raising its humanitarian reaction program for susceptible new arrivals from Afghanistan. Fundamental support such as foods, primarily based assistance and man reduction things are being supplied to the most vulnerable new arrivals from Afghanistan and individuals already in India, the UN Physic reported. The UNHCR stated it has also established up an Afghanistan emergency cell and a devoted enable website page for Afghans with in-depth facts on registration and aid accessible. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will virtually lead the Indian delegation and address a plenary session at the meeting of the Council of Heads of State at the Shanghai Cooperation Organization in Dushanbe on Friday. Meanwhile, India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar would represent India in a key meeting at the summit in Tajikistan's capital. The 21st meeting of SCO Council of Heads of State, to be chaired by Tajikistan's President Emomali Rahmon, is being held in a hybrid format for the first time. This is the fourth summit that India will participate in as a full-fledged member of SCO. The summit will also be attended by the leaders of the SCO member states, observer states, Secretary General of the SCO, Executive Director of the SCO, regional anti-terrorist structure, as well as the President of Turkmenistan, among others, the Ministry of External Affairs said in a statement. Jaishankar is expected to hold a series of bilateral discussions with his counterparts from Iran, Tajikistan and Russia at the SCO meeting this year. The discussions are likely to be focused on the evolving situation in Afghanistan and its implication on regional security. A day after a 19-year-old man killed himself before the scheduled national eligibility cum entrance test, NEET, an 18-year-old woman aspirant died by suicide over fears of not clearing the national entrance exam, police said.
The incident took place on Monday when the Tamil Nadu government passed a bill exempting the state from the exam. According to the police, the student was found dead in her home in Ariyalur district on Monday evening. Her parents claimed that she was upset as the exam appeared to be difficult. Her family said she found the exam paper tough, though she was a bright student. We are investigating the cause of her death, a police official in Ariyalur said on condition of anonymity. Daughter of an advocate, the woman studied in a private school in Namakkal district and had secured 562 out of 600 marks in her class 12 board examinations. A case of unnatural death under section 174 of the Indian Penal Code was registered, police said. The NEET 2021 for admission in undergraduate medical courses was conducted across 202 cities on Sunday after the Supreme Court recently rejected a plea by a group of students to postpone the exam. The top court said it did not want to interfere with the process and it will be very unfair to reschedule the test. In a statement condoling the 18-year-old's death, Chief Minister M.K. Stalin said that he assures there will be no compromise in their legal struggle to scrap NEET. They have to stop our dear students from taking their own lives and said that this is not just a chief minister but as their brother.
Sputnik's single-dose COVID-19 vaccine, Sputnik Light, has received the approval of the Drugs Controller General of India to conduct Phase 3 bridging trials on the Indian population. The Subject Expert Committee of the DCGI recommended the Phase 3 bridging trials for Sputnik Light earlier in July. The Subject Expert Committee of the Central Drugs Standard Control Organization had refused to grant emergency use authorization to Sputnik Light, ruling out the need for the conduct of the Phase 3 trial of the Russian vaccine in the country. The committee had noted that Sputnik Light was the same as component 1 of Sputnik V, as its safety and immunogenicity data is the Indian population was already generated in a trial. Dr. Reddy's laboratories had partnered with the Russian Direct Investment Fund last year to conduct the Phase 3 trials of Sputnik V vaccine in India. Dr. Reddy's was asked by the SEC to submit the safety, immunogenicity and efficacy data from the Phase 3 clinical trial of Sputnik Light in Russia for the market authorization of the single-shot vaccine in India. In much-awaited relief, the Union Cabinet on Wednesday approved a relief package for the country's cash-strapped telecom sector, along with several structural reforms to strengthen the sector.
Who will avail of the moratorium will have to pay some interest, Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw announced. The moratorium will start from October 1st, the cabinet said. The package comes 6 weeks after Kumar Mangalam Birla resigned from tech chairman post of Vodafone Idea Limited on August 4th. Vodafone, which was created from the merger of British telecom giant Vodafone's India unit and Birla's Idea Cellular Limited, has to pay rupees 50,399.63 crore rupees in statutory dues dating back over past many years. The relief package will include a moratorium on payments for airwaves and is aimed at helping Bharti Airtel, Reliance Jio and Vodafone Idea. Shares in wireless carriers Bharti Airtel rose 5.4% and Vodafone Idea went up 2.9% after the news surfaced. The relief package for the ailing sector, which might have the option for the telecom firms to convert interest on spectrum dues of the 4-year moratorium period into government equity, was long due.
The schools in the national capital will remain closed up to Class 8, Delhi Disaster Management Authority informed in an order issued on Wednesday. The physical classes for 9 and 11 were earlier allowed to function from September 1. Schools for classes 10 and 12 were reopened early and students were allowed for work related to admission and practical activities for board exam. Schools in the national capital were closed in March last year ahead of a nationwide lockdown to contain the spread of coronavirus. Schools were partially reopened for classes 9 to 12 in January this year, but were again closed in April in view of the aggressive second wave of COVID-19. The Delhi government has allowed public fairs and exhibitions from Thursday. The business to consumer exhibitions will be permitted in the city from September 16. Other activities prohibited and allowed by the DDMA will remain so till the intervening night of September 30 and October 1, DDMA order stated. Assam recorded the highest rate of crime against women in the country for the fourth consecutive year, revealed National Crime Records Bureau figures for 2020.
According to the press release issued on Tuesday, Crime in India 2020 report shows that the rate of crime against women in Assam was 154.3, way higher than the national rate of 56.5. Odisha came second with 112.9 and Delhi came third with 106.4. The rate is calculated as the number of crimes recorded per 100,000 population. In 2017, the rate of crime against women in Assam was 143.3. It was 166 in 2018, and in 2019 the figure was 177. Uttar Pradesh, which registered the most cases of crime against women at 49,385 against Assam 26,532, still recorded a crime rate of only 45.1. Assam's number of crime against women was 30,025 in 2019 and 27,687 in 2018. In 2020, Assam recorded 26 instances of rape, murder, gang rape, the third highest figure in the country after Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. It recorded 1,658 cases of rape last year. There were 4,642 cases of assault with intention of outraging modesty.
A two-day conclave was organized on the occasion of 15th Foundation Day celebration of Manipur Commission for Women. The association was attended by Chief Minister of Manipur N. Biren Singh, who informed that 7 new women markets have already started construction and 10 more will be started, which is first of its kind in the world. Conclave for Northeast Women held at Hotel Classic Grande in Imphal. It was organized with the theme Social, Cultural and Political Convention of Northeast Women. While in her opening address, Binota Meinam, Chairperson Manipur Commission for Women, highlighted the fact that few women come forward in political field to become the representatives in the parliament. She drew attention that there is a huge gap in political representatives of the women in the country. Asholi Chalai, Joint Secretary, National Commission for Women, while participating in the discussion, said there are critical challenges faced by the women from Northeast region. The Commission is putting all efforts to bring women empowerment at different levels, Chalai said. He also cited that one girl gets raped every 16 minutes in the country. He added that actual participation of women in decision making is very low. He further added compulsory registration of marriages is a must to check polygamy, which according to him is a prevalent practice in Northeast region. President of Manipur BJP unit A. Shraddha Devi also participated in the discussion. During the function, Chairperson for Sikkim State Commission for Women, Chairperson Nagaland State Commission for Women and Chairperson Tripura State Commission for Women and Chairperson Arunachal Pradesh State Commission for Women were also participated in the events.
To the people of the state, particularly to the women of the state who suffered lots due to the armed forces special body as mentioned by the Shraddha Devi, and many reasons the women were suffering in the state. They never take rest in their own home. They were staying outside the gate, and they were protecting their husband, their boys, their girls. They cannot take sleep in the whole night. So today, I can boldly declare that our women, our mothers, sisters, daughters, and our children are safe and secure in their homes and in their neighborhood in the last 4.5 years.
This is all we have for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.